We're right with you. The Morning Majority, 5 to 9 on 630 WMAL.
It is 7:37, and I could not be more excited. I don't think it's possible for me to be any more excited than I am at this very, very moment. Because on the line to talk to us today is Dr. Bill Cosby. Dr. Cosby, it's so good to have you. I was regaling Mary Catherine Ham and Ann Coulter here in the studio with us today about when I was a young man, there was a thing called a record player. and I had this album called Bill Cosby is a Very Funny Fellow, Right. I played the grooves off that album, and I was regaling them because I still to this day remember almost every word of every one of the comedy routines. That was really the start for you, wasn't it?
That was the first album.
Ah, you were on the train from the beginning, Brian.
See, I knew immediately.
What's interesting about what you said? How old were you?
I was probably about 12.
Okay. Now you had an advantage over today's kids who get it on CD.
Right.
I've not performed those routines for 46 years.
Wow. That tells you how old I am.
And it's very interesting. See, I don't know at 12 if you could stay up late enough to watch The Tonight Show with
not
Johnny
at all.
Carson.
Right.
Okay, so maybe you could have caught one of the routines on a variety show at 8 p.m. You know what I mean?
Right.
Okay. But when you put the record on, and you fall in love with a routine.
That's right.
And then you perform it for your family or your friends.
Which I did.
You really make up your own expressions because there are pauses.
That's right.
And you don't know what's going on during the pause.
So you can only imagine. It's theater of the mind.
Hello?
Yeah, that's right.
So there you were, editing my stuff, you bum.
Captain Custer, this is Captain Sitting Bull. Classic stuff.
I wrote that sitting in the classroom at Temple University in history class, which proves to you that I was ready to leave. and Dr. Professor Barrett or Barnett, wonderful professor. He's going through the Revolutionary War, and it's April, and I've got to go to track practice after history. But he goes through all of the way that people were dressed, and he was dramatizing it, and my mind clicks to, well, how dumb can you be in a war to make sure that you stay stiff upper lip, march through green, and wear red?
That's right, like in the Revolutionary War. Yeah.
The revolutionaries, they're all dressed up and looking like big moles and raccoons, and hiding. They're able to cower and hide behind and pick people off. And these guys just kept coming, and that's the way they actually fought in those days.
Yeah, it doesn't make much sense.
Mr. Cosby, let me ask you, it's such a pleasure to have you here. I grew up with you. I was not listening to the actual records as Brian Wilson was. I didn't start that early. But it's a pleasure to talk to you. And I wanted to ask you about, there's a new poll out that finds that your character, Cliff Huxtable, the top-rated #1 dad on a sitcom of all time in every segment of the population. Congratulations.
That's got to be a real honor, yeah.
Cliff should be.
Yeah.
Because he's invented by me, aided by our writers. And the reason he was invented was, first of all, Brandon Tartikoff was in charge of television for NBC.
NBC at those days, right?
Yeah. And television was moving into an area where the sitcoms had children brighter than the parents.
Yes, I remember that.
And man, I've sat as a parent watching some of these shows, and I kept saying, these people are crazy. The kids can't do. You have to raise kids. Mm. So when he gave me the chance after listening to my monologues, I was able to take this Cliff Huxtable and Claire. One of the important things about auditioning the people, when Felicia came in, she got the job. She's already an actress, okay, but she got the job because there's a part in the script where Theo is talking to his mother, and she says, I said, do this, and then he says, but Mom, and I watched her, out of all the women who came up to audition, she did not wiggle her head. She didn't put her hands on her hips. She just cut him a look.
Yeah, the look. We've all known that look. Yeah.
That's my wife, the mother of our children.
Ann, you got a question?
Hello, Mr. Cosby. This is Ann Calder. I am such a huge fan, like everyone here. And I must say, I think your show is the only one with children where I enjoyed the children. I am so dying to know what happened to that cute little girl, the littlest ones. Your exchanges with her were so adorable.
Well, Anne, she's still 4 years old.
Oh,
wow.
That's hard to believe.
She has not grown any teeth. And Felicia and I still have to do her hair. Now, let me give you a great moment. TV Land is giving us an award, along with Family Ties and Welcome Back, Kotter, et cetera, et cetera. Big awards program. I come in and I sit at the table. They have all these tables. Everybody's going to have whatever it is.
Chicken or something.
No. This is TV Land. You don't get a rubber chicken. You don't get a rubber steak. You get things.
Okay.
You keep pointing. What is this? What is that? That's that, and this is this. Well, I never mind. So they're all there, from Sabrina all the way around. Raven Simone is there. These are my children. I haven't seen them in a while. I've seen Malcolm. I see Malcolm a lot, and Jeffrey I see a lot. So there we are, and Felicia's sitting next to me. This is referencing Ann's question. I think the baby, Rudy, is about 28 years old.
Wow.
Yep.
So all of a sudden, I look to my right, and these people, my children, are drinking.
Oh, my goodness.
They got a bottle of champagne.
Oh, man.
And there's a bottle of champagne, and they're passing it around. And I looked at them. It didn't even register that, hey, Bill, these people are old now. I looked and I said out loud, hey, put that down. You're not supposed to be drinking.
Well, Dr. Cosby, I tell you what, we could spend hours talking to you this morning. I would love to have more time, but our time is up.
Not at these prices.
That's right. Dr. Bill Cosby calling. Where are you right now?
I'm sitting in my hometown, Philadelphia, Pennsylvania.
Good for you. All right. Well, thank you for joining us here in the Morning Majority.
And happy Father's Day.
Yes, happy
Father's Day.
Yeah, please, no presents.
All right.